Well, now here is something unbelievable. I mean, truly unbelievable. Several Colorado parents are suing their local school district. They say that the school booked their preteen daughters in a hotel room with a transgender student on an overnight school trip. One girl was told she had to share a bed with the biological male student. Now, those parents are speaking out.
She says, Mom, my bedmate just informed me that they are a boy, and I don't know what to do. I was shocked. All the meetings that we had about the trip, they always said girls were going to be on one floor of the hotel and boys were going to be on another.
You get a mountain of paperwork to go on these trips. Nowhere in that paperwork was the transgender policy. The school district should be putting policies out there to protect all children, not some subset of those children. The policy needs to protect everybody.
I mean, you know, what do you say about that? A conservative legal group filed suit on behalf of the families. It's released a statement saying the district's policy of rooming students by gender identity rather than sex without prior notice or a sex-separated alternative violates the family's free exercise, bodily privacy, and parental rights. The school has not responded to Fox's request for comments. I mean, if you think about all of the crazy things that happen in this world, Guy, that's got to be right up near the top.
It's insane, right? Here's a young girl who's on an overnight school trip who finds out in the moment that not only is she sharing a room with someone with male genitalia, she is in a bed with that person. And the parents aren't told about any of this. I mean, that is wild. You can have different views on trans adults and say everyone should be treated with dignity, etc. These are kids. This is a school setting. This is absolutely insane. I have no idea who would defend this or how. I think no comment from the school is not going to cut it, certainly in response to a lawsuit that they have quite clearly invited and brought on themselves. And by the way, if you want to have some sort of accommodation for a student who identifies as trans at that age, I think you can probably get that person his or her own room. But putting that person into a sex-segregated bed with a girl is just completely unacceptable.
Yeah, it wasn't even just the room. It was the same bed. But there's another case, too, where there was an 11-year-old boy who was going to camp, who was told that the camp counselor in the cabin and the person who would be watching them take showers, etc., was a male, but it turned out to be a transgender male. It was actually a biological woman.
I mean, how do you respond to these stories? It feels like something that right-wingers would have said a few years ago about a slippery slope creating this like fever dream. But in fact, these are real examples and they crop up all over the country. Yep. And I think if you look at the polling, the American people are pretty tired of this.